Well, after a dreary yesterday and dreary start to our Sunday, clouds have moved out of the area, leaving us with some clear skies and a nice sunset across the region. All that rain that we had this morning and last night, that's now over to the east, along with that cold front stretching down toward the Florida Panhandle down to the Gulf. And replacing it, we're seeing high pressure over Texas. That'll be moving eastward as we go through the night tonight and into tomorrow, leaving us with some nice, beautiful conditions for our Monday. But tonight will be nice and chilly and cold. We're seeing temperatures get into the mid to upper 30s across the region. Could be seeing some low 40s as well. So it's going to be a chilly night behind that cold front with some clear skies throughout the night. And so on the future track, not much in the way of precipitation or clouds as we go through the next few hours into the overnight hours. Here's about 3 a.m. seeing those northwesterly winds, keeping those skies pretty clear for the most part of tonight and into mostly tomorrow as the winds begin to shift out of the northeast later on Monday as the high pressure moves to the east throughout the day. And tomorrow is going to be a beautiful, seasonable day, mostly dry out. Not going to see anything in terms of precipitation with highs getting into these upper 50s and low 60s. So nice and seasonable with sunny skies. So it's going to be a beautiful day to really get outside and enjoy the weather before the weather starts to deteriorate as we go into Tuesday, as we do have a severe weather risk throughout the day on Tuesday into the nighttime hours. We have a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5 placed for much of our area as we are going to be seeing a cold front come through the area as you go to the evening and to the nighttime hours. So here on the GFS model, you can see a warm front will begin to lift northward as we go into about the afternoon. That's going to be the remnants of that cold front that passed through earlier last night. It's going to be stalled out as you go toward the Gulf of Mexico and begin to lift back to the north as you go through tomorrow. So we'll have to be watching out for how much moisture can make a return into the area, as that could be a limiting factor for some severe weather. So we'll be watching that closely as we get a little bit closer to Tuesday. But we're going to be seeing a line of some scattered showers and storms begin to move through our area as you go into the evening and into the early part of the night. It's about 8 o'clock right here. So right now the timing is looking to the evening into the nighttime hours, and that cold front is going to be pushing through in the overnight hours. Could be seeing a few lingering showers behind it in the early part of Wednesday, but it's mostly going to be clearing out as you head toward the back half of Wednesday morning for most of the day. Could be seeing some clouds lingering as well Wednesday, but winds will be coming back out of the northwest. And it's also going to be rather windy as well. We're going to be seeing winds gusting, wind speeds up to about 10 to 15 to 20 miles per hour ahead of that cold front, gusts up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour as we have those winds shift to become more southeasterly, head that cold front, and then begin to relax a little bit as that frontal line begins to move away from the area. So a wind advisory is most likely going to be issued as we head a little bit closer to Wednesday. As well as the winds, we do have excessive rainfall, a slight risk for excessive rainfall throughout the day Tuesday, with totals getting to about 1 to 2 inches. So risk of some flash flooding, damaging winds, tornadoes could be possible as well, and some slight hail as well. So all the rest will be in play as you go through Tuesday. So make sure you do have our Be Our Proud app. It's a great way to get those alerts for your specific area and keep up to date with your the up-to-date forecast as we get a little bit closer to Tuesday. So make sure you are weather aware as we go for Tuesday with those showers and storms moving into the area. But after that front, nice and seasonable temperatures getting to the 50s and 60s, and morning lows into the 30s and the 40s before our next chance of rain comes as we go into about next Sunday.